Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. On this year's strategy game, and we are returning to Let's Play Unity of Command, playing the Blitzkrieg DLC. So, we're finished with Poland. Let's go to the new conference and next theatre. So, we have the potential to drop a couple of, to buy a couple of things here as part of the new phase. Now, firstly, the most important one is, are we going to go for the historical track, or are we going to go for an early attack on France? And that is a very interesting setup over here. So I think an early attack on France might be interesting. There's very little to show what that actually means, other than, well, we would be attacking into, let's look at Scandinavia over here. We would be attacking with OKH into Scandinavia, which does make some sense. Now, on the other hand, if we do go for an early attack on France, it might just be a very... You know what? We're going to go for the air historical option here, simply because I'm very interested in that. Substantially more difficult. The issue is I'm wondering whether we'll be missing out on Scandinavia if we do this, and if we would see France anyway later on, just by skipping sort of this plan over here. I'm interested to find out. Let's go for the air historical option here. It's going to be tougher, but I don't know. It might be more interesting. So, what are we going to pick here in terms of our cards? Now, we might be picking an Opel Blitz, but honestly, I'm not sure that is the best idea here. Now, a power drop unit might be kind of interesting. So, we'd be facing these three scenarios here, and we could use the power drop in one of them. So, if we do go into Northern Europe, yeah, that's 11 turns, that's 12 turns, this is only 8 turns. It might be very interesting to do that. Ooh. So we'd be breaking through France just like that. Oh, through the Maginot. Okay, that's kind of interesting. You know what? Theatre asset, bombers, that sounds fun, but honestly, paratroopers it is. I think that is going to be fantastic. And kind of nice. Now, in terms of what we're going to do with our Heeresgruppes over here, let's actually briefly check. So this is Heeresgruppe A and B, and Kleist. A and B and Kleist. So, yeah, pretty much Heeresgruppe A here is the most important. Let's increase the range over there. That, I think, is very useful. Let's increase your operational capabilities and actually your oversupply capabilities. I think that is going to be all very useful. And I think also this is going to be kind of nice. And then in terms of Panzergruppe Kleist, you guys can create ponton bridges or salt crossing. No, that is something that you guys cannot do. Now, a ponton bridge might be a very interesting choice, actually. So, let's use that. I think that might be very useful. And I think especially for Kleist over here, some oversupply might be very useful to get you guys going earlier. And then we might as well use the Kampfgruppe security unit here. I think that's going to be fine. Let's leave it at that. Right, so without further ado, let's end the scenario here and go on the first setup here. The Feint to Antwerp. The French built the Maginot Line on the assumption that it would force Germany to attack through Belgium. French and British plans were therefore based on committing their best formations to propping up the Belgian defences along the Diel line. But without any offensive plans on their own, the Allied dispositions leave them vulnerable to an attack away from where they would expect it. So that is somewhat historical. Of course, the Germans did launch an attack into the Netherlands and Belgium, pretty much to make and reinforce the disposition of the Allies that this is where the main blow of the attack was coming from. So, with very limited forces, you must convince the Allies that this is our main strike. Push aggressively against Antwerp, the seizure of which would surely trigger powerful Allied response. If you can bog the Allied forces down in a slugging match in Belgium, they will be hopelessly out of position to respond to our main attack through the Saar Gap. So this is kind of interesting because this is exactly the fighting where we are currently, or this is exactly the area where we're currently fighting in War in the West. So that is kind of interesting. So, two objectives, Antwerp and Liège, down here and up there, so that is interesting. We also have some bonus objectives Leuven by turn 5. That would be giving us some money and a lot of allied prisoners. Interesting. We are facing some very weak units here, it seems. Units that are just about to muster. And that's not a big surprise, I suppose. And our supply lines do come in from here and there. And so basically it's along this entire flank over here. And basically we can advance through via both of these routes here. So that is kind of interesting. And let's just get back to the normal view here. So yeah, we have basically two vectors where we might be pushing up an attack. Straight through here or down here. Now, down here does have the advantage of... Well, I mean, up here has the advantage of these being slightly weaker forces, and I think that's okay. Although the terrain here seems to be a little bit more difficult. That being said, there is a bridge here, and it seems to be working, so that's fine. We're facing a couple of troops over here. I'm not sure whether we do need to address these guys. And down here, it just seems like this is going to be a very strong formation. I mean, these guys are dug in already. These guys not so much. This bridge has been blown, so... Yeah, I'm actually kind of interested whether or not we will be pushing up here very strongly. So that's interesting. Let's actually grab Harris Group A here and see whether we're going to build any ponton bridges. Or Harris Group C. Entrenchment, fortifications, create ponton bridge. Where could we be building bridges? Could be building them over here. That doesn't really make much of a difference, I suppose. Because we are going to get along these lines. So pretty much the question is up over there more than anything else. Over here, a bridge over there might be useful. So yeah, let's do build one here. Simply so we can cross into this area here. Now, how's their supply situation looking? Okay, basically the game is telling us they're going to get supply from everywhere. So, basically not that much capabilities of cutting their supply lines. That is unfortunate, but somewhat to be expected. So, yeah, not a big deal. I'm wondering whether we do need the truck down here. Or whether we'd want to shift that somewhere else. I think the main line of attack is going to fall on this side. We might actually... See, this position up here in the north, there is basically very little reason for us to be actually following or doing any sort of strike down there. So what we might actually want us to try is blow up this bridge. We might just want to isolate them rather than anything else. I mean, instead of wearing them down, why don't we just try to negate their ability to move up? Could do the same over here. Yeah, I think that's ultimately what we're going to do. We're going to try to blow these bridges rather than doing anything else. We could dig in various places, but again, this is an offensive scenario, so I don't see a point in doing that. Now up over here, this terrain is simply going to be very difficult. You guys are veteran troops. You guys are also veteran troops, but slightly fewer of these. So, honestly, why don't we give you a pioneer trait so that you can potentially attack some of these guys down here a little bit more strongly? Are we expecting to face anything else? We've got some pioneers over here. Interestingly enough, we have some Stooks, so some anti-tank guns. Some SDKFZs. Do we use... Well, these guys are Panzer... Oh, wait, Panzer 3s? Panzer 2s over here. You guys are stronger. You guys are going to be around for longer. Well, that is interesting. Do we give you... I'm a fan of taking some scouts. Or just making you just even harder hitting. Do we give you some Panzer 2s to just shore up your armored strength? Panzerjägers, I don't think they're useful. Artillery, no. Reconnaissance is always kind of useful. So this is 542, and this is 541. So honestly, I do think I like this idea. Yeah, right. Let's give you some recon, and I think that's fine. Don't think we are going to do anything else then in terms of our army groups. We can't move up anyone. So yeah, I think that's fine in terms of preparation. Let's go into the actual battle over here and see what is going to be happening. Also, we have got 4 air recon missions, 1 per turn, and 1 air attack per turn, and then a couple of just a single flying artillery. Interesting, and 1 precision strike to maybe cut some bridge. Now that's interesting, but I don't think we need to cut a bridge right away. So yeah, if I do get over here, does that now mean we can blow up that bridge? Do we need to control both sides of it? What are the conditions on that? Or do we need to control it on the last turn, so to say? Curious. That's not really shown. Right, you guys could advance. You guys can advance over there, but then again, really not. You guys cannot really attack across this major river here, which is interesting. But that also does mean we really don't have that many troops that can get all the way over here. You guys can, but honestly, you've got anti-tank equipment, so I'm almost kind of tempted to send you somewhere else. Right, let's send you over here. Start in the north, look at this flank, and just try to advance our way through there and see what enemies we are facing. Right, you guys are guarding that flank. That should be okay. You guys can get down here. Can you use that bridge? Yeah, I think you can. Let's actually get you over here and start by an attack over there. That's fine. We can even push forward. And I think we are going to do that because now we are finding out that there are more units here, including some armor. That is good information. Right, you can't really advance through there anyway, so let's get you here. That's alright. We do have some guys over here. You've got the... Can we get you here? Yeah. Okay, the guys in the rear. Get towards the front. That's fine. You guys with the artillery. Yeah. Didn't we have some anti-tank? You guys do have some anti-tank. So, yeah. Let's move you forward. I don't think you're going to be able to do anything down here. Okay, yeah. So we are facing some guys here on the left flank and some motorized unit. The motorized unit might be the strongest opposition that we are facing over here. Right, let's get the infantry forward. Get rid of you guys here on the flank. It's okay. Move up the recon guys. Find some cavalry. Interesting, did not expect that. Now we've got some tanks. Now these tanks are actually super useful against this motorized corps. Right, let's park that for a second though and have a look at the situation down here. Now, you guys can't really attack anyone else except for these guys, so let's advance here. Get rid of them. Another casualty there, that's unexpected. Right, you guys can attack across the river here, but I'm mindful that to advance down here, we pretty much do need this town here. And that is going to be tough. We do have a chance to use our airstrike there. You guys could attack these guys while they are building up, but it's a bit unfortunate, really. Okay. Big question is, are we going to push more strongly in one direction? Or are we going to try to get more guys in down here? That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Right, so I think you guys, we will be able to kick you out here, right? We've got you guys. There's an actually relatively high chance that you're going to retreat anyway. So let's do that without doing something in the air phase. That's fine. You guys could attack there. can't really make it anywhere over here. That's okay though. We've got a weak unit over here, and we've got these units here. I think we're going to try to make our way. We could also try to push in here, with the disadvantage that we couldn't attack again. We would be taking some prisoners though, and push up our supply lines. Yeah, nevertheless, let's do move up here. And there are some troops that we'd probably want to address. Yeah, but we don't really have anyone who can move into here, do we now? But that being said, here of you guys. Did lose the engineering stuff there, that's unfortunate. But we can move up the artillery here. Got a couple of guys now that are opposing us. You guys are weak, but you're dug in. Yeah. Okay, let's do an air attack down here. 2 suppressed, that's good. That does mean we could potentially move up our guys here. Do an attack there. Well, we did lose this step there, but can we get into the town now? No, we cannot. That is extremely unfortunate. And we did lose the engineering step. So it's so close, but we cannot really get into the town here. That's really, really unfortunate. Right, let's get you over here then. Take some prisoners. Ooh, my god. Okay, that's a lot of Belgians that we are going to face off. And most of them are over here, so, yeah. That's the kind of tough setup here. We could actually try to blow that bridge to prevent them from streaming to the north here. To these guys' rescue. You could attack here. It's not the best attack in the world. Killing you would not do us any good right now, I feel. So let's actually not do that. You guys are fine over here. You could move up a little bit further. You guys can't really move up any further than that anyway. Well, let's get you over here then. That's okay. Right, since you can't make it down here, we might as well just try to push up here. Get rid of this cavalry. It's fine. Yeah. And then you guys can double down on this motorized unit there. Some suppression there. We'd be losing here. That's not great. Okay. You guys can't move up. Can't move up. You're fine where you are. Yeah, I don't want to take these chances. That just doesn't seem... Yeah, I don't think this is a worthwhile attack, so we're going to wait where you are. Wait where you are. You guys can't move up anyway. You can move up a little bit. Well, let's get you here. Anyone else? Tank? Nope. We could, of course, try to eliminate this unit here, this Dutch infantry, right away. Before they dig in. But they are actually in town, so I don't want to do the flying artillery because it has a very high chance of putting these guys basically out of or putting the city into ruins. So yeah, that's fine then. Good. Alright. Let's blow us some bridges. Okay, you need to control both sides of the bridge, it appears. Which I guess is fair, but... No, it does not appear to be the case. We could, for example, blow up that bridge. Wouldn't do us any good, mind you, but that's still okay. There's no bridge that we can repair. There is no one who needs any supply. Although we can oversupply these guys. Which should be okay. Suppressor fire, none of that is really needed. No, I think you guys will be alright. Let's move you forward a little bit. There's nothing that we need to do, right? No bridge. No bridge that we want to destroy. Not yet, at least. Ponton bridges. Do we want to create further ponton bridges? It might be nice to get some ability to cross over here just to make sure that we are reinforcing these positions, just sort of mutually support everything there. Not a terrible idea. You guys would be able to cross behind them if we did this, which is fine. Nothing down here to be done. But yeah, let's build a bridge there. I think that is going to be useful. And then you guys over here, Harris Group A, can you build another useful ponton bridge? No, you can't actually build ponton bridges at all. You can oversupply. No retreat. No, no, no. This is not something that we need. So that's fine. Yeah, you guys do move on then. Let's do move into this town here. Or at least move over here on this crossroad. Yeah, I think that crossroad is fine. So there we go. Do we have any unit? Nope, not yet. That's okay then. Nothing here over here that we need. So yeah, let's hand it over to the Dutch and see what they're going to do. Move up to the north there. That's understandable. Ooh. I did not know that you guys had air. Also, it's a little bit loud, isn't it? Right, let's check on the... Right, options, audio. Audio. There we go. Let's dial down on the sound effects here. Right, so they do have air units. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so they did move in down here. To be expected. Can't do much about that, unfortunately. We should have moved you up so that you can ultimately gather these guys. Can we do a Kampfgruppe? I don't think we can. Not that as far as I can see. Why are you guys out of supply? That doesn't make any sense. Right. These attacks up there wouldn't do us any good. We can do some attacks down here. You guys cannot. You guys can make it over here. Okay, that's alright. I think they did destroy that bridge just there, didn't they? Yeah, that looks like a destroyed bridge. Which is just as well for us. Okay, you guys could move over here, but honestly, I think you'd be better off simply doing an attack right here. Could do a set piece attack. You guys could do a feint attack, but yeah, we do need this town there, I'm afraid. Okay, some losses here. Not too bad. Reached. But no overrun. That's unfortunate. Let's do cut them off from supply. Get some prisoners in the process. Get you guys over here. Do attack again. Push you out of there. That's lovely to see. Push you guys into here. Do you want to attack them? Not necessarily like that. Could get some armor around here. Okay, let's do move you up here. Get rid of them, overrun them in fact. That's fine, and that does sort of indicate that there's no unit on this line here. So that's lovely. Good. How's their supply actually looking? Okay, they are getting some supplies from here. But other than that, they're only getting supplies from the south. So that might be tempting, although they probably can repair units. I don't know that. I don't know that, but I heavily suspect that. Didn't we get a unit? Yeah, we did. It's getting here. That does mean we're going to move you here. You guys... Don't need to be too concerned about this bridge or that unit over there because these guys are weak anyway. So let's just try to get you into contact here, or at least advance towards the enemy. That should be okay. Right, these guys are probably the strongest opposition that we're facing here. Yeah, the situation down here in the south is just terrible. With this river, I don't think we can oppose them here. We probably need to outflank them on that side. Unfortunate. Right. Just as we can't really attack through here. No attack across major rivers. Can't we support you? River crossing? Assault crossing? You're not assigned to that unit. You're assigned to a different unit. Okay, fine. You guys on the other end could... Nope. Sorry, that's not what I meant. Right. Okay, let's simply get these guys here. I would like to move up my tanks so that we are grabbing, or at least cutting their supply line here, making it somewhat harder for them to address us here. Although that does leave all of these guys down here somewhat unaddressed. I'm kind of afraid that they are gonna spoil our party. Although they should be out of supply there, shouldn't they? They are kind of out of supply. However, if we do move over here, we should be alright. Okay, let's get you here. Attack the cavalry. Lovely. Move you here. Attack the cavalry again. Lovely as well. Completely overran them. Lovely. Right. Can't attack here. Now we do actually have a very nice chance here of overrunning these guys. 90%. Good. Oh, and we do get an upgrade. Well, that's lovely to see. Now, blowing up bridges for just 1 point is nice. But honestly, repairing bridges for free, or just for less points, I like that idea. Let's do that. Okay, so that's fine there. These guys out of supply. That does mean you guys can move forward a little bit. No, no. Yeah, we can try to attack down here. And I think it's probably the strongest unit that we are still facing over there. But that said, I think getting into this town here is going to be very lovely indeed. Oh, you guys can still have some movement points left either. Unless, of course, we are directly running into an enemy there. Well, but that enemy will be kind of exposed. And they are. And someone is over there. Okay, that's not really a surprise, but still not great. Good. Level up, elite. That's lovely. That's very nice indeed. Unfortunately, we are not taking many prisoners of war here. Okay, you guys could be attacked. So, honestly, let's just take our air attack here. Attack these guys. Some suppression, that's alright, I guess. Yeah, and that is going to be more suppression there, but we did take some casualties there, which is certainly not nice. Okay, you guys can't move up now. That's also a little bit bad. You guys could attack. Is that really useful to us, though? I think they're going to be out of supply and unsupported. Down here there are so many units, and we just can't really do anything with that. Right, repairing bridges. Well, that one over there. Does that do anything for us, really? Well, it's going to give some supply to these guys. So I suppose that's a nice move. Yeah, okay, let's do repair it. Still over here, I'm more mindful to blow that bridge, but no need to do that if we don't control two sides of the canal there. River crossing, all of that. You guys could cross the river? Well, you can't even cross the river. Interesting. Right, so any other support here that we do need to make? I don't think so. No, not really. You guys can hand out some reinforcements. How about you? No reinforcements for you, but okay, yeah, let's actually do that. Get you some reinforcements, some down here. That's okay. Right. And then move you up closer to the front line. Like here. Yeah, still everyone is in range, so that's fantastic. And very nice. Good. I like it. Now, do we need to cut anything? It would be nice to isolate Antwerp by blowing that bridge, but they're still going to get supply from here, from that rail line. So I'm not too optimistic, and they're probably going to repair it, and it's not going to be that useful. So, no. I think that's alright there. Right, so let's see what they're going to do. Probably they're going to do some air attack again. Ooh! Nasty. In fact, they are blowing these bridges. They're digging in, they're reinforcing. And they did sneakily move in to attack us there. Interesting. Right. Oversupply exhausted. Yeah, you guys were oversupplied. That was a useful thing to do. That being said, I think now is a very good place to put in a cut. So, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Do leave a like and everything, and I hope to see you around next time. Bye bye.